Okay, good morning, everybody. I can see like two people in attendance already. So we're going to have to wait for more people to join us. Once we have like five people in class or more, of course, I'll start. So I want to greet everybody. Good morning. Esther, I just joining us. Tomide, Osaji, and of course, Apostles. You guys are welcome. I'm going to see be your anchor this morning, by the grace of God. So we'll be looking at a lot together this morning. A lot. Considering the fact that in Nigeria we are beginning to feel the beat of or heat of holiday. Okay, so you see a lot of people um rushing out the last minute move for today. For those people that are, maybe they have something they want to do in their offices or something. So you see a lot of them, moving into uh, grab one or two things so that they can at least make it happen for themselves. So we'll be looking at a lot together this morning, all of us. Like I said, we'll be looking at, for example, Euro USD, DAX. We'll be looking at uh, NASDAQ. We'll be looking at Dow Jones. We'll be looking at AUD USD, and so on and so forth. And of course, we can have a perspective as to what the price should do or will do or may do. Okay, so without much ado, I'm going to be switching back to my chat now, and of course we can start since we have up to about four people, like I promised, and then we can proceed. So let me go to share and share my screen. And since I'll be using MT4, it's not as if it's my favorite. I cannot say MT4 is my favorite. I can only tell you it is where I have more indicators. Okay. MT5, I love it. Very, very good. Okay, but I have less indicators, especially the ones that I normally use to teach you guys. For example, this signal arrow, for example, the uh, fresh pips, for example, the support and resistance softwares that I have, they are all on MT4. Okay, that's why I'm fond of using MT4. But considering the fact that we have seen a lot of things happen, for example, currently we are looking at USD CAD, and everything here points to the upside for the USD CAD. Okay, but of course, the price is still trading around support. Don't forget that. And then this is 4 hours chart. We already see kind of like a PSL line. This is a PSL line candle. Okay, so a break above it could actually mean a lot for this price. A break above this candle would mean a lot. So if we kind of like, put a kind of like a horizontal line here to suggest a price, this horizontal line is currently above the high of this candle. The candle has a high of about 1.38045. And of course, this is 1.38048 on the line. So it's about 3 points higher. So a break above 1.38045 will mean a lot for the price. It could mean that the price could actually support to the upside and move far as breaking this near-term resistance. I'm going to plot it. It's a near-term resistance. And of course, approaching or even challenging the next resistance somewhere around here. Okay. But of course, that will depend much on the strength of dollar, right? Considering this is USD CAD. So, but we're waiting for that to happen. And of course, we'll see from here when that one is ready. Okay, so I'm going to go to another instrument. This is for USD CAD, right? And don't forget that whatever you do, whether you place a buy now, whether you place a buy later, since the price seems to want to go to that direction, once that level is broken, don't forget your stop loss area should be around this level, okay? Should be where your stop loss, will be, or should be. That should be your stop loss area. But of course, if eventually the price continues to dip, possibly maybe dollar now lose strength, then a break below this support, this stop loss area, or a break below this level would mean that the price will continue to dip. Okay, that means a break below 1.37293 would mean that the price will continue to dip. So that way, if you are now placing a sell, your stop loss should be above the resistance. This is the near-term resistance, okay, that you could use. So your stop loss should be above this range, okay. That's where you should put your stop loss. That's what I could recommend. Your stop loss should be above this area, okay. That means you could use, for example, 1.38077 as your stop loss. And of course, if the price continues to dip, you can now, look to take profit. Let me zoom out so they can see it. You can now look to take profit at around this near-term low. This is a near-term low. So you can take your profit around this level. Okay, so a sell on USD CAD would actually challenge this level of 1.3598. All right, so that's the way I see USD CAD. So whatever you want to do, you could actually take advantage of that. D40, have kind of like a 4 hours view to the upside, but of course the price is currently far from the moving average, which means that the price could approach the 50-period moving average. Remember, the 50-period moving average is kind of like a little bit friendly to the price, considering the fact that price never go far away from it. You saw that here. You also saw that around here. You also saw that around here. Okay, price normally gets close to this moving average. So even if the price is currently away now, you could actually still approach it like around there, right? So you could be looking to trade around that zone, whether a buy or a sell to that area or a buy from that area, win a lot. So if you're looking to trade the D40, you could sell until the price approach, say 24202. That's if you're clicking a sell. When you see signal to sell, price get that back to that level, you can take a profit there and move on, or you could buy from that area. All right, so those are areas of interest for US for D40. Same thing with Dow Jones. Okay, so the price of that one also is currently a little bit far from moving average. Okay, but not far, a little bit far, right? So you could actually still see price approaching that level, because and then it could do what it wants to do, whether it will continue in the same direction, which looks bullish, or there could be a reversal. So whatever you want to do on Dow Jones as well, you could sell to the moving average or buy it from around moving average. All right. So for the AUD/USD, I have a clean chart here that I'm kind of following religiously. So I'm only interested in buying when the price retraces to this level or this trend line, or I will be interested in selling when the price challenge this resistance. So I've plotted these things. I've actually placed a sell following this arrow. Okay, so I've already closed the trade in profit. So I'm waiting for the price to continue to dip down, because I will not do anything now since the price is off my league, right? I will not do anything. I'll just wait for the price to do what it's supposed to do and give me a signal. So if I want to trade it now, I could actually go to maybe another AED chart, since I know that the price is currently nowhere, not in an area of interest. I could use moving average, or sorry, Bollinger Band to give me an idea as to what to do. So currently the price is around resistance on the Bollinger Band. Okay. So a break above that resistance could mean that the price would continue to push further, and a break below it would actually mean that the price will retrace back to this middle band. All right. That's the way I see AUD/USD this morning. Let me go back a little bit to greet more people as they join us. For example, Ajao, Ayodele, and of course, Ayotunde, Bola, Akitola, Osaj. I think I've muted Osaj already. Okay, Enendu, Chukwuebuka, and of course, Wedo. Not leaving out Igboabo and Alade and Ayu Felix. I don't like calling English name anyway. So, and of course, Oladimeji. Not leaving out Idalo and Kalu. Okay, and Shorunke. Of course, Olatoye. You're welcome. Is it Olatoye? Abi Olatotiye? Okay, Olide and Olumayowa. That's what you said. And Sian. Is it Sian or Sian? Or Sian? Which one? Rotimi Abejoye. Maybe I'm only Joye. Edeojo and Yusuf. Abejoye. What's the meaning of this your name, Abejoye? They will beg you before you take tithes. I love that. Okay. So that I was just greeting you guys, nothing serious, all right? So today is Monday, and of course it promised to be a beautiful day, promised to be a beautiful week. Don't forget that. So you guys came a little bit late because I started earlier. And of course, still a good day. It's just 11 minutes past the hour. Of course, I'm greeting you guys. Welcome. Uh, so I'm going to go to some other chats and look at them. But before I do that, I would like to quickly go to my browser and share with you my screen as I look at Forex Factory. Okay, since you guys are here now, um, let me go ahead and share just to look at Forex Factory. Now, for the Forex Factory today, there's no event. You can see it already. Monday, no event. You can see now. Today is 22. Because since there's no event for today, then we look at the weekly chart. Okay, it's good to have a kind of like the go to ahead. Okay, what to look for ahead of time. So I'm going to click on this week, and then I'll apply settings. And then we look at events for the week. So events for this week is a little bit sketchy. You can see that Monday there's no event, Friday there's no event. So Monday and Friday there's no event, but there's event on Tuesday and of course on Wednesday and of course on Thursday. Now Thursday is Christmas, okay, so it's going to be holiday. Okay, most likely we will not be here to hear this. We will not be because of course there's no event that day. It's only the governor of Japan, okay, of governor of their central bank, whether that will be speaking that day. So market will be a little bit market will not be that volatile, I must say. So market may not be volatile that day. It will be just dull because it's holiday. Okay. So and when market is dull, that means there's no movement in the market. For example, I doubt if Euro USD will move that day. I doubt it. I 100% doubt it. And Euro USD is the most fluid currency in the world. So most likely the market will be off. And so even if their central bank governor will be speaking, to just be a speech, and maybe then, and of course, even Friday there'll be holiday because Friday is Boxing Day, so it's usually holiday in the market. Okay, so Thursday and Friday there will be most likely we will not be, or we may not be here to actually discuss or chat with you guys or do online training. And even if we're going to be here on Friday, to be just to look at overview of the market, okay, to at least learn more, not necessarily to, look at what the price is doing. All right. So, but of course, Wednesday will still be here by the grace of God. And don't forget that, and the market will still move on Wednesday. Now, don't forget that by Wednesday, 2:30 p.m., there will be unemployment claims from US. That means the market will still be volatile. But of course, tomorrow, Tuesday, the market will still be very much volatile, considering the fact that CAD have an event for 2:30, okay, their GDP event or their GDP data to come out. So it could be that even if you place today, trade today on CAD, for example, CAD JPY, CAD CHF, GBP CAD, Euro CAD, USD CAD, okay, New Zealand CAD, AUD CAD, you can place trade on any of them today. But of course, most likely the price will react more violently tomorrow. Okay, so you want to take into account that. All right, by 2:30 in the afternoon, event, materialize. But of course, the price is still moving on the chart, so you can still trade and make some money. Last minute move, last minute trade, make some money and enjoy your Christmas. All right. So in doing that, it will mean that you need to, even if you want to make money between now and Tuesday, since you know that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday price will still move, which means you still have the chance to make money in the market. So what you need to do is to fund your account. Okay, and when you fund your account, say for example, you fund with 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, you could actually use big lots in the market, and you don't need to wait for the market to move far before you make money. When you use big lots, it equals to money, right? But of course, using big lots equals to money will require for you to fund your account higher, okay? Higher volume would actually spoil you to making more money, right? So that's where I see the market. And of course, that's where I see the event for the week, okay? So taking this into account, it means that 100% today, the price will be traded technically. And when I say technically, we can now go back to the chart and look at what the price looks like generally. Okay, for example, we are currently looking at the USD, and it looks bullish already. Okay, because the price is currently challenging resistance on the Bollinger Band, and on the moving average cross, we already see that the price has already broken through this terrain. Okay, so for example, now if we plot a receding line, like a trend line that goes down, we clearly see that the price has already broken this resistance. Okay, there must have been a resistance around here, and now the price has broken it. So most likely the price will continue in that direction. But of course, if you don't want to jump in, you could wait for the price to return and retrace to this trend line, because you can place a buy around that level. And if the price is now turning and it's going down, then you can place a sell when it breaks below this line, right? So you could do any of the two. But on the larger view for AUD/USD, the price seems to actually want to, since we currently have an arrow facing down, it could mean that the price wants to go bearish. So if anything happens and USD takes trend today, remember there's no data to back anything up. Okay, so but Euro/USD could still spring surprises and technically move either up or down, depends. Okay, so you could actually trade that. And speaking of Euro/USD, I think I have it around here. Okay, so and this indicator is premium, so it tells me at a glance what Euro/USD should do. So for this one now, the indicator is telling me here is that the price is currently bullish on D1. You see this green arrow? I'm going to put an arrow on it. This is the daily bar. Okay, but of course, I'm currently on 15 minutes time frame, and even if I'm on 30 minutes time frame, and even if I'm on 1 hour time frame, it is still telling me that the daily bar is bullish. Okay, so which means that I don't have to go to daily bar to know what is happening. For example, I don't have to switch to D1 to know that the daily bar is bullish. You can see already that the daily bar is bullish. Can you see it? It's currently bullish. So, but I can actually look at what is happening from 15, 30, and of course, 1 hour. Now, how do I use it to trade? If I plot, since the daily buy is bullish, the only thing I'll be doing is to look for buy. Okay. And of course, when I see buy trade, I'll take it. And that's when the price also break a trend line. For example, if I plot this line now from this top to this level, you see that I have a trend line intact. So the price has not yet broke it on H1, which means I still cannot buy. But when the price breaks this trend line, I'm going to place a buy. Okay. So now that the price is currently trading below the trend line, it means that the buy signal that is currently displaying on D1 is not valid, okay, until there's a break above that trend line. So which means that I could still be looking to take sell opportunity only when the candle in the daily bar turns bearish. So if you want this indicator on your chart, if you want it on your laptop, it's not a difficult event, it's not a difficult thing. All you need to do is to make a request that you need that and ensure that your account is funded to the VIP level. Okay, VIP level in the sense that you need up to like 1.5 million funded in your account and ready to trade. Okay, then you get the indicator for free from either your account manager or from myself. All you need to do is to send me a message that I need that indicator you displayed, that display D1, and then of course you can trade on 1 hour, 30 minutes, and of course 15 minutes. You can actually, by then place a trade on those time frames so that I can have an idea of what to do on time. What's the reason why this can do at a glance can show you what the price is to. All right. So that said, Euro/USD could still be bullish and may still remain bearish, because the way I see it, to be honest, the way I see Euro/USD, it looks bearish, right? So, but for us to continue to stay with the BS, we need to break below the current low. Okay, we need to break below the current low. All right. Let me see if I can show you what I mean by that. Let me just go to, first of all, click and do. This one, the glance shows us what the price looks like. Okay, so for the Euro/USD to continue to go bearish, we need to break below this low, because this low now is beginning to get solid. If we go to some softwares that can actually name resistance and support levels, I'm sure that this zone will be labeled strong support. Okay, so if we can break below this strong support, then we can go down. But don't forget that there's a trend line. Okay, there's a trend line now on the 4 hours. That was the one I drew around here when you saw it. Okay, that's the trend line. All right, that trend line, maybe I can just close this one. I don't need it. That trend line you see needs to be broken before we take anything serious of the chart. That's if we want to assume or want to believe that the support line, okay, or the support zone around here, let me see if I can label it. So that some people can understand. Okay. Let me see if I can just label this for support. Okay, support zone. Let's use black color. So you can see it, support zone. Can you see it, everybody? That's a support zone. So anything that makes us break the support zone would mean that the price would actually go down. But until then, you still cannot, continue to be with the bears. So anything though that will make the price break above this trend line will mean that the price has actually reached the support and the support is satisfied. Then the price can now resume to go to the upside. Okay, then you can now continue to buy, considering the fact that this is support that already supporting the price to go in that direction. Now, let me go back to here, another Euro USD. I don't know why. Because some of you will say you like Euro USD. Of course, I love it because it gives me money, right? So if I go to another moving average, for example, this one, before I could trade a buy on this one says that before you could place a buy, the red line, the moving average red, must cross above the moving average black. What do the two of them do? One of them is a short-term measure of the price. The other one is a long-term measure of average price. Let me repeat. The first one, the red, is the short-term measure of the average price on the chart. The second one, the black, is the long-term measure or medium to long-term measure of the average price on the chart. So by the time we combine the two, short-term and long-term, we arrive at an average price per time. Now, for us, or for me, since I'm the one using this indicator, for me to place a sell, okay, I will need for the short term to remain below the long term. So if the red is below the black, I'm looking to sell. If I'm to place a buy, then the red must be above the black. It's just opposite, So if I see that, then I can place a buy. But as of this moment, 23 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, the price has yet to go back to above average on the chart. That's what it means. I will not place a buy until there's a clear, indication that the price wants to actually go in that direction. And that's why I win more my trade. That's why I win more. Because I can be patient. Remember, patience is part of trading. Abdul Kadri sent me a message. He said he wants to appreciate me for committing early on time. Thank you. So these days, most of the facilitators come too late often. Well, I appreciate you. And of course, I apologize for those ones that come late. I will at least inform them that people are watching and they are actually, seeing what they are doing so that they can, put more effort and ensure that they are accountable. For example, as I speak to you now, Abdul Kadri, I'm currently in my office in Lagos. While everybody is at home, holiday, enjoying, I'm in the office. Okay, just for me to at least ensure that this is done, all right? As a leader, we need to be accountable, like you're right. As a leader, we need to be accountable, okay, for everything we do. And this is to also appreciate you for staying with Rally. And, we have also your interest, your best interest at heart. So it's because I have you people's interest at heart. That's why I'm here to ensure that this is done, all right? So that we can, a lot of people are looking for a way to at least, I want to make money, have one or two things done, legitimately to make money. Why won't I be here to make it happen? Okay, so even though holiday, yeah, but online training continues. So I appreciate you, Dr. Kadri. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's continue and look at some other instruments as we move on. Okay, so I'm going to go to, I think I've looked at USD card. I've looked at Euro USD. Now you know what to do with it. I've looked at AUD USD also. Okay, you also know what to do with it. So the next thing we should look at should be GBP USD, right? And also Euro Pound. Look at Euro Pound and USD now. Okay, so GBP USD looks bullish. already. You can see it. Everything points to the upside as far as this chart is concerned. We have not checked indicators, okay? So we could look at this one, right? This one is also kind of strongly pushing to the upside, considering the fact that we have a PSA line also on this one, okay? PSA line on this one, right? That is currently pushing the price. So you may want to, look for opportunities to place a buy only when the price returns to the average. Okay, currently the price is off the average. Okay, so you want to place a buy only when the price returns to the average. And of course, don't forget that there is a continuation buy here that suggests that the price could continue in that direction. Okay, so those two candles, in fact, those three candles suggest so. So you may want to look for a way to place it buy only when the price returns here, or you place a sell when you see a bearish engulfing, right? So that's the way I see USD go up or go down, depends on what the price will do at the near time. Now let me close this one since or let me just initiate. I want to believe that this trend line will be broken. People, do you believe this trend line today can be broken? Do you believe the price can break this zone and break this line? Because a break above this level would mean a lot. Sorry. A break above this line that we plot here would mean a lot, okay? But the price is currently challenging it. So if we break above this line, it will mean that the price could actually go to the upside, okay? Remember, this is, okay, so a break above it would mean that the price will go up, okay? So let me move this one. Move this one to this place. Remember that was a resistance line. It was a resistance. And it's been there for a while. Okay. So anything that will make the price break it would mean that the price will go up. It means that the break above this would mean that the price go to the upside. So if there's a break, yeah, it will happen. Okay, but if there's no break, because price could test it and still price could test this line and still dip inside. So let's wait for that one to happen before we, decide to, place either a buy or sell. Right. So I'm gonna go to more. Let me read the comment section. Okay, Chukwemeka says he sincerely appreciates me from there. Thank you, Chukwemeka. Please, can I recap on indicator? I couldn't hear what you were saying. Okay, I'll recap on it. So when drawing trend line, what do you consider the candle body or the wick? Well, you consider both, but you consider both, and of course, trend line is subjective. It's not as if it's final, but you consider both really. Okay, but the only thing is your candle body not actually be above the trend line. Shouldn't. The shadow could be above or below, okay? All right, but the candle body shouldn't be above or below, right? You should keep your candle body within the trend because that's the price itself. That's where the price, rested or started from or finished to. So, for example, now, if you want to draw a trend line between, let's say, let me go to another chart. Let me go to another one. Let me see if I can have more. Yeah. For example, now if you want to draw this trend line, if you want to draw a trend line on this chart, let's say we go to clean candle, and then we want to draw a trend line on this one. Say, for example, we want to draw a trend line between this zone, okay, and this zone, and this zone, okay, those three. So, can you see we have candle bodies in there? So if you want to draw it, there are things you can do. First of all, touch this thing, be subjective enough. Okay, so now that you have this, you can double click and drag and adjust. Okay, then adjust. The only thing is if you're adjusting too much, okay, it will not make sense. This is like getting into the chart too much. So you need to be a little bit above board. Some part of the body of candle may be above. Okay. That's if you are drawing this kind of upper trend line, not the lower one. So part of the body could be above, but most often than not, the lower one should be, sorry, the body should be inside, okay? That's the one I consider best. Of course, you can, don't forget that you can actually duplicate your trend line, okay, to actually also account for the body. But most often than not, the week is enough, okay? If you can touch 2 or 3 weeks, then you are good to go. So this one is kind of like a little bit okay. Okay, so that's where I see this. And of course, speaking of this particular instrument, which is £0, it looks bearish. Okay, so anything that will make the price go back to this channel, it's not a channel. You now have two trend lines parallel. So anything that will make the price go back to the channel in the future, you can place a sell. Of course, that's where you make money. Okay. Also, I'm going to share something with you now on what I also do sometimes these days, okay, to actually make money on the charts. Let me go to here and go to, give me a second. Let me go to here and see if I can actually do something. So, don't say it's anything, right? So, I'm going to go to share, and that's if you're confused, okay? And click on, this one. So this is ChatGPT, and I want to see if I can submit my chart to ChatGPT to analyze. Now, this is what you can do even on your own. Okay, anybody can do this. Even on your phone, you can take a screenshot of your chart and submit to an AI agent to help you check. Just prompt it to give you what you want. For example, now let me go to even here. I can even use here. So let me go back to chat and copy and then submit. So let's go back to chat together. So I'm going to go to this same £0, okay? Then I can zoom out a little bit. So considering the fact that I have this, I'm going to kind of like delete. Let's delete this also. Delete. Then maybe we can just use this, right? Come in. Just look at what I'm doing now, so that you have an idea of what I want to do. Then I'll also copy this and submit there. So what I will now do is to zoom out. Now, people watch me. I'm going to do shift copy, shift print screen, just to, excuse me, just to capture my screen, okay? Now that my screen is captured, I will go to AI agent and submit, okay? Let's go to share this one, then I'll paste. So I've already pasted my chart to an agent, ChatGPT. Then I'll prompt it to do something for me. Okay. I will click on, sorry, I'll type here, sorry, just be looking at what I'm doing here is a screenshot of £0 H1 this morning. I plotted a trend line as in the chart. What based on the current position price, okay, relative to the trend line. What do you think the price of euro pound, or sorry, the price of the pair will do in near term? Suggest areas or price at which this a buy or a sell for 10 to 20 pips profit on trade. Don't forget to also give me the stop loss area in your analysis. Okay, so that's the prompt. So now, if you want to use AI agents, the most difficult job there for you to do is the prompting. Okay, if you can prompt well, you can actually get a better result. So because it depends on your prompt, is what your AI agent will use to judge you or to give you an idea of what to do. So what I'm saying here is that all of you can do this on your own. Okay, you don't need to wait for Rally Trade staff, okay, to help you analyze price. You can actually go to AI agents, consult them, and of course, they can give you an idea of what to do. Okay, here I'm using ChatGPT, and I took a screenshot of my chart. Okay, and then I submitted to the agent. And of course, I'm now prompting it. That means I'm asking questions, all right, as to what I should do on the chart. So let's go, hit enter, and what it to do. So good chart, clean work, and the trend line. So let's read it purely from structure plus trend line interaction on each one. Okay, market structure bias near term. So the market is in a clear descending channel, downtrend. Price has respected the trending channel multiple times. Your green zones, valid touches. Can you see now? For that person that asked questions as to how do we draw a good trend line, you can see valid touches. All right. So current price is below the trend line and printing continuation candles. That means the price is strong and of course it's going down. No bullish break and above, and sorry, no bullish break and close above the trend line yet. Can you see now? Near-term bias, bearish continuation, no reversal. So the AI agent is telling us that most likely the price will do what? It will continue to go down. Most likely in near term. It says near term. Near term means that today, tomorrow, those are near term. Is it my honest opinion? Try to buy here is lower probability unless you get a confirmed break and retest. Can you see now? It says his honest opinion is that if you are buying now, the probability of winning or making any money is what? Quite low. Low probability. So let's look at the second opinion. High probability play. Sell the pullback. Can you see now? So for 10 to 20 pips, the best idea is selling into a retracement towards the trend line. Can you see now? Not selling at the low. So sell zone prefers. You can now see that it's look for price to retrace into 0.8755 to 0.8765. Now let's stop here, put a pause, and go back to the chart and look at what is going on there. So it says you can sell at 0.8755. So let's go to 0.8755. 8755. This 58. 5655. Like around here. So let's go back to the prompt and check. So that's 0.8755 to 0.8765. Let's go back there and plot also. Share again. Let's go back here. So let's go to 0.8765. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 6, 5. Good. So what the agent is now saying is that if price retraces to this level, can you see now, everybody? If price retraces to this level, then we can place a sell. Can you see now? Very clean analysis. All right. Now let's go ahead and look at the next item on the list and go back here. So this aligns with trend line resistance, previous minor structure, bearish order flow. Now take profit. Conservative TP is 10 pips. That's around 0.8745. And extended TP is 15 to 20 pips. That's around 8738 and 8735. Stop loss above trend line plus structure should be around 8775. So if we go by this and then we click on share again, and then we go back to here. So we can actually extend this to 8775. This is 775. Yeah, this is 75. So it means that we can use our stop loss around here. Use our stop loss around. Okay. And that's what the agent is saying. And then we can go to 8735 for take profit. 8735 for take profit. This is 743 3835 35. So this is second take profit, and the first one is 10 pips. Okay. First one is 45. Okay. So if you place a sell into that green zone, maybe you see a bearish engulfing or something, then your take profit should be around this zone. So your take profit should be around this zone. You can take profit at around that zone. So that's the honest opinion of the air agent on Euro Pound. Let's go back to the screen and read more. So risk reward ratio is healthy for scalping, of course, which is good. Alternative scenario, only if you want to buy. Only if you want to buy. Buying is counter trend, so condition must be strict. Buy only if H1 candle closes clearly above the trend line. So the only condition you can place a buy is when you see a clear close above the trend line. And of course, the impulse of the move and the volume of price, the volume flow should be very good before you can say, yes, I'm placing a buy on the Euro Pound. And the buy zone is 0.8775. That means that's after that confirmation, those are buy zones. That's after the stop loss area you see on the screen. Those are buy zones, okay? Take profits 10 to 15 pips or so, stop loss like that. So what I would personally do, can you see now? The agent is now saying, if he was the one trading, this is what it would do. Primary idea, sell retracement into trend line. That means we have already said that's what it would do. Avoid buying at current low. That's what it also do. And let's wait for the price to come to us. That's wait for the price to come to you. So trend is your friend, and of course, if you want to learn more, and of course, if you want, you can now refine 5 minutes edition plan and so on and so forth. Now, this thing I just did now, okay? Some people might say this is huge. So people are seeing this for the first time. I understand. Let me see your comments. Let me see the way you feel about it. Let me see if it is something you can do on your own, okay? Prompting is a very big job, okay? A lot of people are actually making wave and making money on prompting. Now, if you want me to teach you on how to prompt, you have to come personally because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of brainstorm to be able to think what to write. Because if you don't prompt your AI agent well, they will not give you what you want. Okay, that's their job. Okay, but AI has taken over the world, honestly. So you can use this to make money. And guess what? If you follow the account, and I can tell you, AI agent has only, if anything else, some of these things that I give us now, let us say the price does it. I'm telling you, I've placed trade that I've made money on it based on this prompting. Okay. So let me see your comments, people. Let me see what you feel about it. If you like it, and of course, if you want to learn more, let me know. And if you feel it's something you can do on your own, okay. I think I can prompt, okay? Yeah, you can go ahead and prompt. And you cannot be 100% correct. Sometimes even the agent will be suggesting as to what you should do. Okay, they will be telling you what you should do and what you should not do. Okay, but of course, I'm reading your comments, so I'll have an idea and opinion as to what you can do concerning this. All right. So that's the way I see, and of course, that's the way we analyze Euro Pound this morning. And then we can now go to share screen and go back to our chat. Okay. Then continue. Don't forget that the agent has already given us an idea of what to do with Euro Pound, and it can also give you an idea of what to do with even GBP USD, what to do with Euro AUD. Euro is actually weak, but it's weak only against pound and it's not weak against dollar. All right, it is still strong against dollar. All right, so but it's weak against pound, and of course it's weak against AUD. Okay, Euro AUD is very weak. Okay, so you can actually take a cue as to what this one is doing. Okay, and of course Euro pound is very weak also. Okay, but GBP is strong. Pound is very strong. All right. So that's the way I see it. Now let me read your comments, people, and see what you do. Ike says this should be a separate class. Okay, thanks for the insight. And of course, how can you set up this lecture for me? IKK, all you need to do is to just message me. You have my phone number, and I think my phone is currently available. You can just, give me a chat on WhatsApp, and of course, we can see and discuss as to where to take it to. All right. So I don't even know. I think I left. But of course, my WhatsApp is up 100%. So you can message me on WhatsApp. I will see it. And of course, I'll respond. Then, how do we copy the AI? You can copy AI now. Yeah, or like or you can copy AI. You can only work with AI. You don't need to copy AI. Okay. Just tell the AI what you want. It's just AI is just like you, just like me. Just like it's your hand. You can command it to do what you want to do. So especially for resistance and support. Of course, yeah, I can tell you support and resistance. I'm telling you. Yeah, I can look at the chart and tell you where support and resistance is. Of course, you can do it. How about prompting without the trend line? You can prompt without trend line. Okay. It's going to give you an unbiased response. It will be similar, of course. But of course, sometimes, it depends on your knowledge of price. Now, if you are a good trader, you don't need AI. What do you need AI for? If you know what to do, if you are a good trader, you can see support and resistance, you don't need AI. But of course, if you're also a good trader, you can still ask AI opinion. You have done your homework. You're not asking the AI, this is my homework that I'm doing or that I've done now. What do you think about it? The AI will tell you what to do. And if you don't want to even if you don't want to give it an opinion, you just say, let me go straight and ask AI. You already form an opinion. You are not telling the AI. That means you're not drawing the trend line on the chart. You're just giving it raw price, raw data, clean chart. The AI will not suggest. If the AI suggestion is similar to your suggestion or what you have in mind, then you know the AI is working. How about that, Chukwuebuka? How about that? So you can actually do that, okay? So a lot of people say they want to learn more. Like I said, you have my WhatsApp, just message me even now. So I don't use it on Meta AI. Of course, you can use it on Meta AI even on your phone, okay? You use your AEDJPY, okay? That's from Ayola, okay? I think I've read most of the messages. Let's go to something different before we close. Go to something different before we close. Let me go to somebody said I should look at AEDJPY. There you go. What was I saying? Okay, you said you use it for AEDJPY. So if you want me to look at something, if you want me to look at an instrument, just suggest it. Drop it in the comment section. I'll look at it. Okay, AUD looks bearish. You can already see it on the chart. Based on what the arrow is saying, the arrow is suggesting so. And of course, Euro USD is still struggling to go bullish, still really struggling to go bullish, right? But of course, like I said before, it closed above this trend line would actually mean that the price is not ready to at least move a little bit to the upside, even if it will go down, right? So let's go to USD CHF right now. Now, USD has been weak over time, and we can currently see that the price is currently struggling on the 4 hours, okay, for a balance, right? We see it, it's clear. Price is currently struggling for a balance. Now, a close above this structure that you see of 4 hours would actually be a lot. So, but currently, and that's since December 11, the price of USD CHF has been in a trance. That means it is currently ranging on the chart. Okay. So, but of course, it can go anywhere. But since December 11, that's about 2 weeks. Between 2 weeks and now, the price has remained on the spot. Okay, and the big difference is very much. It's eventually on an average daily range or ATR of about 40 pips. Okay, but a close or a break above this level or below it will mean that the price could go up or down. So if the price close above this level, okay, that I draw on the chart, it could go up. Remember, I'm on 4 hours chart. Sorry, I'm on 1 hour chart. Okay, so please, everybody, you might want to draw something like this on your chart. You can draw it on either your phone or laptop, draw something like this, then watch out for the price. If it close above or below, you can trade accordingly in those directions, right? Let me read more comments, and of course, we can continue, okay? Uko says he joined late, and of course, I should look at a lot. Okay, so I'll look at all those things. Please do US already. A lot of questions. Okay, so let's begin to look at them one by one. Okay, some other people also say I should look at AUD card. All right, so let's look at let's start with Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, there was a gap. I think this morning. I think so. Uh, Currently, the price is trading the way it is trading, right? So, but of course, don't forget that if you want to trade Nasdaq, you need money. You don't just come to chat and say, I want to trade Nasdaq. If you really want to trade Nasdaq, you need to at least have substantial amount of money on your account. Okay. So don't come and be trading Nasdaq with 100,000 naira. Okay. You want to trade it, just fund like 10 million and you can trade it. Tell you. But currently the price is volatile to the upside. We never can tell. It could retest the lower band in the attack. Of course, if it does it will continue to go up. So you need to trade accordingly. Let me read more comments. Mm, what other day is this trading? Henry White is asking, what other day is this trading? Today, 8 o'clock, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, what I'm not sure of is Friday, okay? But I know that Thursday, there will be no trading, most likely, because it's going to be Christmas and people will be on holiday mode and the market will also be silent. So there's no need for us to be here on Thursday. Now, Friday is also going to be holiday. The market will close. There will be no movement in the market. And of course, I would not think there will be any need for us to be here, but I might just talk to one of my, co-coach, and of course, I'll see if we can come. But I actually doubt it. So I think what I can tell is that today, tomorrow, and Wednesday will be here. So, and of course, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday also will be here, right? So let's go ahead and and then be good. Okay. Now for the AI stuff, I would like to learn more, sir, on it. So all you need to do is to message me on WhatsApp, and then you can learn more. Message me on WhatsApp, and of course, I'll take you to the next level on it. Can this also be done on physical class? This your very practical. Is it the AI? Yes, of course. If you come to my presence, I can teach you practical Henry White. Okay. Um, for the physical class, we are resuming January 5. Okay. For the physical class, that's for teaching physical. We're resuming January 5, 2026. So be here in Lagos, be there in Abuja, be there in Port Harcourt, and of course, be there in Ibadan. You meet us live and direct and white. So Monday, January 5 is our 100% official resumption date for physical training. But our online training will continue, like I just give you the calendar now. Today, Monday, we are currently on it. Tuesday, 8 o'clock will be here. Wednesday, 8 o'clock will be here. Thursday and Friday is holiday. So it's and of course the market will be dead. Like practically, when I say dead, means that the price will not move. And if price is not moving, then there will be no need for us to discuss. We are currently discussing because the price is moving, right? If you look at the Euro USD, the price is volatile. If you look at even the Nasdaq, we're currently looking at the price is moving. Now, I can tell you that Nasdaq will not be running on Thursday and Friday. I know because it's going to be holiday, so there's no need to. And of course, if Euro USD is not running, then what are we doing here? Okay, is it for us to just come and wish ourselves Merry Christmas? Yeah, we can do that. If you want me to be here, if it is that, I can be here. Just if you want me to be here on Thursday for Christmas, then you have to send Pounded Yam to Lagos. You can teleport it, you can send it through courier. I will receive it in the office if you want me to be in the office. Okay, that was just joking, right? So somebody said I should give him my number. Now my number is 09020398739. What I'll do is that I'll send the same number to you now, 09020398739. Now you can send me a WhatsApp on this number. I would prefer you send me WhatsApp, okay? Send me WhatsApp or call on WhatsApp. If it is call you want, call on WhatsApp. But the one that works the most is WhatsApp message, okay? All right. Somebody say asking for my number. Laughing dog. Thomas Laughing dog. I just dropped my number to you. Thomas Laughing dog. Check your message. Just drop my number. I just send it to you now. Okay? So let me go to see before we close. Let's see if we can see some other instruments that we can look at. I'm going to go to say CAD JPY. Now, CAD JPY has been very, 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 very bullish. Everything JPY has been bullish. JPY has been very weak. Okay, especially Euro JPY. Okay, very kind of crazy story. You can already see Euro JPY moving crazily to the upside. So, this instrument, Japanese yen is very weak. Okay, you can take advantage of it. All right, in the market right now. Japanese yen is very weak. Take advantage of Japanese yen in the market. And you don't have been shouting it since all this while. Japanese yen is very weak. You can take advantage of it. Even USD JPY is currently pushing to the upside, despite the fact that USD is weak. Despite the fact that US dollar is weak, it is still currently winning against Japanese yen. So you want to take advantage of it. You already know what to do. I don't need to shout much. Okay, people are currently dropping me message on WhatsApp. You're welcome. I'm seeing your message. For example, the person that his number ends with among you guys, somebody's number ends with so that you can see that I've seen your message. The number ends with 1991. Okay, I'm seeing your message. Another person, your number ends with 6973. I'm seeing your message. Another person, your number ends with 4707. I'm seeing your message. And those are the three people that have dropped message for me. So for those people, I'll respond to you. Okay. And of course, all right. So let's go to the next item, which is USDJPY. Okay. So now you can see USDJPY is currently bullish, even on D1. You can also see it on Euro JPY. Okay, let's go to this is JPY. CAD JPY is bullish. You can see it. CAD JPY is bullish, and Euro JPY is also bullish. The US JPY is also bullish. So you want to trade, then you want to trade according to some of these things. So this is a bullish instrument. This is a bullish instrument, obviously, and the trend is currently to the upside, and the price just left the moving average side on the D1, which means that the price can actually break bound and make a new high. That's the one thing I can tell you. The price of USD can actually still make a new high to the tune of about 600, 400 pips to the upside. You can make a new high. You can see it now. So you want to take advantage of that and trade accordingly. And then Euro JPY also can, or it could actually make a new high. I think it's already making a new high. Euro JPY has already made a new high. Okay. Can you see it? Check it out. This is a very, very bullish instrument. And even today, it has made a new high. So you want to take advantage of that. Okay. And the same thing with CAD JPY. I think it's also making a new high. Oh, okay, so this one still have room to go because there was a previous high around the point in time. Okay, which means that the price can still get there in the near term. So CAD JPY can still move as much as also 500 pips. Okay, Euro JPY has already made its own high. But US JPY can make about 400 pips to the upside. And of course, CAD JPY can also make as much as 400 pips to the upside. So you might want to look into those ones and take advantage of them. Now, I'm going to go to comment section and see if somebody dropped a message for me. On US 100, he has a trade on it. I had to position running, which I thought at different days. By the Wednesday, Thursday last week, the swap on my position was increased by about 10 to 20 to 23 times. Like from 3,500 to in 2 days to about 4K overnight. What could be the cost now? I can tell you categorically, you could look at that. That will not be swap. That will be rollover. Okay, so and of course you can read more about rollover online. You can ask AI. AI, what is rollover? Okay, the message will be clear, and of course you can read it. But it comes once in a while, so it applies to your position. And of course, what you can do is to wait for the price to go into profits as much and be more than the swap, so that it can be profitable. Otherwise, you have to close the trade and move on. All right. So somebody's asking me about gold. That gold is running off. What's my bias? Well, I don't really have much of a bias on gold. Okay, so because I've not been trading it for a while. Okay, because I think it has made a new high. I guess so today. So I don't really have a bias on it because currently I'm not trading it. I'm away. I'm on holiday on gold. I'm on holiday, so I don't have a bias on it. All right. So, but that's the way we see it. Okay. So I'm on holiday on that one. All right, so that's the way I see everything. Of course, today is Monday, and it's currently 9 o'clock 9:01. So I want to appreciate all of you present. And then thank you very much for being part of this program this morning. You have made my day already. And I want to wish you well this holiday, this season. I want to wish you and your family a blissful holiday. Merry Christmas in advance, and be good to yourself. As you're taking care of yourself, as you're taking care of people, around you, also ensure that you take care of yourself. Very important, okay? If you have 100 naira, if you have 1,000 naira that you want to spend, okay, ensure that if you have spent 800 naira on people, please spend 200 naira on yourself. It's very important, okay? I'm wishing you all well, including myself. What I wish for you, I wish for myself. All right, so I'm wishing everybody well. Merry Christmas once again on behalf of Rally Trade. This is where we draw a curtain this morning. Don't forget that if you want to take advantage of those instruments on the chart, those fundamentals that are coming tomorrow and Thursday, fund your account. And if you can't do anything, copy somebody. Don't forget, copy somebody. All right. And of course, that's on the social platform. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye bye.